This is a little bit about me. What I'm trying to do is to become a little bit more knowledgeable about GDPR. The clients that I speak to are concerned about it, but not enough really to do very much about it. And so from that point of view, as a marketing consultant, my job is to ensure I know everything that I can do to help them. Okay? Steve, do you just want to run through a bit of an introduction about yourself? And I think what we wanted to do was to talk about how you first became aware about GDPR.
I work quite heavily in the marketing, advertising, PR sector, and I've been doing data protection work for quite a while now. And like a lot of lawyers, I think I've been running to catch up with what actually GDPR means in practice. And I think sessions like this are particularly welcome because there's an awful lot of FUD, fear, uncertainty that we'll talk about in a minute, being peddled about GDPR at the moment. There's an awful lot of big gestures being made by people like Wetherspoons deleting their entire marketing database, so on and so forth. And I think part of the reason for that is that there's not that much practical advice out there. So I do it from a number of different perspectives, from the marketing side, from the compliance side, and actually running a fair few privacy cases to court as well. So GDPR at the moment is taking up quite a lot of my day. Okay,
brilliant. Thanks very much, Steve. David, do you just want to run through your sort of background?
Yeah, I run a direct marketing services company just north of Chester. Done it for 30 years. Started before there was an internet, started before there were emails. We've seen how the industry's dealt with data from when I first started was if it's a name and address, just use it, to being something a lot more at the moment. We have probably 150 clients from the very small to the quite large who all in one way or another use data for marketing purposes. And so I'm not a GDPR expert per se, but I am getting involved a lot with helping clients sort out marketing data to become GDPR compliant. I just thought I'd give you the results of a little survey we did amongst our clients just to see where they were on the process. So hopefully you'll be somewhere between the two. We asked all 150, where are you with GDPR? It was about 3 months ago, so it's a little bit out of date. We've actually got 101 answers back. I've taken one off because it's easier to talk percents then. 22% actually said, what is GDPR? And that's quite frightening. And that's something, they're not alone. And they tended to be certainly smaller companies, but it was something that was quite prevalent. 2% actually said they were giving up all forms of direct and digital marketing. It obviously wasn't the way forward. They would go back to other forms of marketing. 17% actually said it won't happen. Brexit will come in and we'll abandon it because that's what we do in this country. A very blinkered view, I think, and there's no reason to believe that whatsoever. 1% said we're fully compliant. Brilliant. I can talk about them if you want to, because in many ways they are. 31% were aware of it, but had done nothing about it. And that's probably the most common answer. 16% had started planning, but not actually done anything. And 11% were in the process of doing something. So there's a real mix from the it won't happen to we're having nothing to do with data ever again. Hopefully you are somewhere in the middle of all of that.
Brilliant, thank you very much, David. Harry, just a brief sort of intro.
Thanks. Up until Christmas, after 13 years, I've been a school bursar in the independent sector. One of my jobs within independent schools was data coordinator and the contact with the Information Commission Officer as a data coordinator for the schools I worked in. And frankly, the Data Protection Act 1998 was just less than 10% of the people that should have been registered under it actually bothered. So I retired from full-time work as a bursar in December and then was doing some consultancy which I'd done previously on quality standards and came across the GDPR in a 60 essential minutes from Liverpool Chamber of Commerce. And it was a very important 60 minutes for me because I thought, I'm 60 years of age, I need something to work for the next 6 years till I retire. And this affects every single person who's in business. If you have a customer, if you employ somebody, you've got somebody's name and address, so this applies to you. So I just thought, this is something that the sector I've worked in, everybody been paying lip service to data protection for years and years, and I just thought this is something that's going to, for people who've not been involved with it, radically change their philosophy on the way they look after their clients' data.